for you to serve on the jury, to be sequestered, I'll excuse you. But 224 isn't getting up and going. She's still sitting there. She has her eyes lowered, and clearly she's thinking this over, thinking hard. Oh, Christ. Get out of here, now. She looks up and asks the judge,
If I did serve, would I be safe?
Whitesell frowns, seems surprised himself that she isn't scurrying on her way. But he collects himself and says, Of course, you'll be perfectly safe. No juror has ever been harmed in Westchester County. Your anonymity will be treasured here. No one will know your name. I won't even know your name. But I will always be available to you, and in the event that anyone does try to influence your verdict on this case, you have only to say a word to me, in private, in my chambers, and those persons will be dealt with to the fullest extent of the law. Juror 224 is thoughtfully pursing her lips, and her gray eyes are glimmering, and she says,
Well, then I think I could get someone to take care of my son, for when I'm sequestered.
And you would like to serve?
Yes, I would. Yes.
I commend you for your good citizenship. Thank you. You're excused for now. And then he sees Louis Buffano turn, just for an instant, to glance at someone sitting way over on the other side of the spectators' gallery. Then he looks away again, and no one knows that Louis has flashed a sign with that glance. It's okay by me if that's the one you want. She's yours. Eddie swivels his head. The man Louis was signaling to is all the way back near the corner of the gallery, surrounded by trial freaks, a nobody. He wears a bland turtleneck and moony-tinted glasses and a furry fake blonde mustache. He has no presence at all. He's gazing at nothing, at vapors. Suddenly he gets up. Eddie glares at his own fist in his lap and thinks, Okay then, you brain-dead bitch. This is what you wanted? Okay, you got it. Who's gonna help you now? When he looks back, the space where Vincent was sitting is now empty. Eddie silently counts to 20. Then he rises and pushes his way down a row of spectators out to the aisle. He goes to do what he's paid to do.
Annie sits in the old Subaru and waits on her son Oliver, who's studying the buckle of his seatbelt. Oliver, let's go. He gets the belt snapped in. She backs out of Mrs. Kolodny's drive and turns onto Ratner Avenue. Hey, guess what? She says. You were a star today. Star of the county court. They asked me if I'd ever heard of a Louis Buffano, and I told them my son had called him the Big Spaghetti-O, and that got a big laugh. Wow, you're really on that case? You're on the Louis Buffano trial? Wait till Jesse hears about this. No, Jesse's not hearing nothing. Neither is anyone else. Listen, Oliver, it's a secret that I'm a juror on this case. I'm completely anonymous. You know what that means? That won't stop Louis Buffano if he wants to find you. Oh, quit it. He wouldn't dare. They've got a word for that, you know. It's called tampering. The road forks and she takes Seminary Lane up the hill away from the lake. Pair of Queen Anne elephants to the right with a view to the water. On the left are homelier cottages. She slows and turns at their own small bungalow. She tells Oliver, Okay, you got 2 minutes to change your clothes, then I'm taking you to work with me. Gotta post some orders, that's all. Only an hour or so. In an hour it'll be dark. Jeez, I trashed the whole freaking afternoon at Mrs. Kolodny's, and now you tell me 2 minutes. Hustle.
The teacher waits in the Red Lotus S4. He's got Vivaldi Sonata No. 5 in E minor for cello coming over the Magnus. He's parked on a side street which runs into Seminary Lane, 200 yards ahead of him. He has the speaker turned up on the cellular phone, and his friend at the DMV is telling him, License JXA-385 is registered to Annie Laird. Address 48 Seminary Lane, Faro, New York. Anything else? The teacher speaks above the violins. The woman has a 12-year-old child. Could you find out something about him? Don't push. Don't force it. Drop it if you can't finesse it. Swirl of wind. Leaf shadow trembling on the red hood before him. Am I too conspicuous, he wonders, in such a vivid red lotus on such a plain street? Am I taking unnecessary risks? I am, yes. He whistles along with the oboe. The cellular phone buzzes and he touches the panel. Yes? Eddie's voice. Vincent. She's coming out of her house now. With her child.